We're good to go.
All right, and we are good to go. I will name this podcast later, episode number 26. I'm your host, Joe Budden. Marty the Body is here. Rory, Classic Kid, is here.
I love that
and
so
we
much.
have made it through half of a year of podcasts, because 26 times 2 would be 52. I'm a high school dropout, self-educated, so I'm going to assume that that's correct.
I can't fucking read. You think I can do math?
Yeah, I was really perturbed by you texting me last night about
my God, the dessert. And I was going to text a tip in there, like a tip, like we always want 2 servings of dessert. There's 2 S's, but I figured you knew.
For the listeners, I Instagrammed a friend of mine who is a chef. I Instagrammed a dessert that he makes that's very good. And this is why I was mad. Mm-hmm. Because I knew that dessert was spelled with 2 S's. Mm-hmm. And because I'm a dropout, I always check things first. Yeah. So then I checked to make sure that I was correct. Mm-hmm. And I was correct. And then I typed it that way, and I thought I was fine. And it must have auto-corrected back to 1 S, and I looked like a fucking idiot. And here comes Rory. You guys say I'm a literate.
Sending it to the group. He was so ready to send it to the group chat.
Yeah,
well, I could have been super petty and like went on Twitter and screen. I just hit the group chat. I didn't make a spectacle out of it.
Yeah,
I was just like,
between the squad of Jays.
Yeah, but then you didn't reply either.
Oh yeah. No, that was me dropping the mic.
Yeah,
there was.
I turned my phone off after that.
Yeah, that was a cute little move there. But anyway, so fuck Rory. Unfortunately, way too many times this year has this podcast had to begin on a very somber note. Sean Price passed this weekend, Friday morning. Details are unknown. I'm hearing that he died in his sleep.
Yep.
And when I say hearing, I actually did fact check to try to find out. So rest in peace to Sean Price. My condolences to his family, friends, and loved ones. His homegoing is today as in Wednesday. And I'm not quite sure where, but it is today. So prayers up to Sean Price. I was telling Rory over the weekend, this is one of the deaths that have really affected me. Mm-hmm. Typically, I don't really care too much when people pass that I wasn't very close with. Mm-hmm. But this is different. Sean Price, we lost a hell of an MC, amazing rapper. I'll always refer to him tearing me up on Hot 97 back in like 2004. But again, like I told Rory, there's never any shame in getting tore up by Sean Price. But I'm happy he went to sleep.
Yeah. Also, he has a GoFundMe, and I know they had a goal of $50,000. They've already surpassed that. He has 3 children that he left behind and a wife. So any little bit helps. I'm not familiar with the...
as of right now, it's at 56,000. So I'm
Good
glad
stuff.
it surpassed the goal, but that doesn't mean that people still can't donate. I donated this morning. It's crowdrise.com/Sean P, and that's SEANP. So if you want to take a look, donate.
Helps.
Anything helps.
Yeah,
he has an album coming out this month as well. I mean, aside from this getting behind it, I'm sure it'll be great music. He's never had a project that I didn't enjoy.
Sean Price has been great for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if some of the younger generation is aware of his days with Helter Skelter, and the entire fucking Duck Down. Mm-hmm. But yeah, rest in peace to Sean Price. So there, now that we have that serious portion out of the way, what's up? What up with you two?
Saw Straight Outta Compton last night.
Did you?
Let's hear your review.
Amazing.
I'm a bit jealous.
I am too.
It surpassed my expectations. I already expected it to be good. I've seen great reviews. It's great. Like, they told the story without feeling like you were kind of shortchanged. I know you can't really cram too much of a whole lifetime into a couple hours, but I really felt like we got a really good scope of it, as we talked about last week. For people like us, we're aware of NWA. Like my age group, we're aware of NWA, what happened with them. But to really get the full story was actually really cool.
How are you aware of NWA, your age group? I don't think that's true.
No, definitely.
Well, I know you're aware, but what I'm saying is I don't think it's normal for people your age group to be so aware of NWA. You're what, 27?
28 now. I just turned 28. But we know what they did. I was very well aware of the whole fuck the police and the censorship issues that they had. Like I've seen that. I've heard about that, but I didn't live through it, so I didn't know how intense it was. I knew Easy passed. I didn't know how quickly that happened. Like a lot of those things, time frames and stuff, how Cube wasn't even with the whole group for that long. I didn't know a lot of that stuff, so it was really cool to be able to see that play out. And Cube's son did very well. I had really low expectations for him.
I keep hearing that as well.
Did a really good job acting, and it's just so crazy and eerie how the climate of the police brutality back then, it just relates so well to right now. It just perfectly timed out with everything that's happening, because that's a major theme in the movie. So it was really good. I laughed, I cried, I learned stuff. It was good. Everybody was spot on. There was no like, how the hell is that supposed to be Dre? It don't look like everyone. Suge looked just like Suge. They had a Jimmy Iovine, which was like,
I saw in the previews.
Scary,
He
how
looked
crazy.
just like Jimmy Iovine.
I was like, is that Jimmy? Like, it was crazy. Very, very well put together movie.
That's good to hear, because a lot of biopics are hit or miss.
They really are.
I'm hating.
Yeah, it was really good.
Because
it comes out Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it comes out Friday.
Friday.
I will
August
see
14th.
it in Edgewater on Thursday. So this weekend, because I thought that NWA came out this past weekend,
Such a bummer.
so I go right to my movie phone app, and there is no NWA. But by this time, I had already gassed myself to prepare to go to the movies. So I went to see The Gift.
Not familiar.
Me either.
I went to see The Gift.
What is that? Who's in it?
Who? Yeah, and what's the
I
synopsis?
don't fucking know. I don't fucking
You took
know.
nothing away from that film.
The guy is in it. Oh man, let me tell you right now, because now I'm getting fucking
I was about to Google
annoyed.
it.
Yeah, find out who's in The Gift. Let me tell you while I tell the story. So I went to see The Gift, and The Gift is about a fucking guy.
Okay.
You know who's in it?
Rebecca Hall and Jason Bateman. Is that his
Oh, I
last
like
name?
Jason. Okay, yeah.
Whoever the fuck they are. I remember
No,
Jason.
they've been in a lot of shit.
I remember Jason Bateman from some fucking '90s TV show that I don't remember right now.
Something funny.
Yeah, but I don't know how funny he was in it. But anyway, so I go and I see this movie, and the movie is about Jason Bateman met up with a guy from high school who he did bad things to. He was a bully, and now the bully is torturing his life. And
Doesn't really sound like a movie you'd have went to see on a regular basis.
no. Listen. I'm pretty good at judging a movie from a preview. Now, this preview was great, but I didn't expect great things from this movie. But I'm also, I have a warped sense of humor. So I'm really good at going to see bad movies and enjoying them because I laugh at how bad. This movie might be the worst movie I've seen since, I can't even say this movie in the same sentence as Snakes on a Plane. Like,
Oh, then
Nah,
that was
come
pretty
on.
shitty.
It's that bad?
yes, nigga, when the movie ended, the whole theater was like,
What?
no way, no way on God's green earth was that the ending to the movie. And my dumbass, I walk in the theater and I saw people in there, and I went like at an afternoon showing. So I'm like, hey, people must really be hype about The Gift.
It's lit.
Yeah, it was not fucking lit. So shout out to Jason Bateman in that bum ass movie. If any of you
Do
listeners,
better, Jason.
if any of you listeners out there even thought about going to see it, save your fucking 2 hours and your $11 or however much it costs.
Damn, is that much for movies these days?
I wouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't fucking
In
know.
the city, it's like 15.
I want to see Trainwreck too. I heard that's really good. That's Amy Schumer and
I'll
Method
send it
Man.
to you.
Oh, you got it?
I
Yes,
have it on my laptop.
please.
I was so glad I went to see this movie by myself. Like,
Didn't subject someone else to your fuckery.
yes. I
And then
would
have them
And then
resent
be like,
you on the
why
car
did
ride
you take me
home
to
the
see this
whole
goddamn
way.
movie, Joe?
I would have been so embarrassed.
And I know that's how you are, because you was copping pleas all the way to Caroline's. Like, I've never seen this guy perform.
Oh yeah,
Don't put this on me.
Yeah. I hold that stuff. That stuff weighs heavy on my heart. So what else happened this weekend? No, let me not get into the weekend just yet, because I do have an interesting story about the weekend. Last night, as I'm home writing rhymes, and I was watching something important until the entire timeline started to talk about the Game's new show, right? Mm-hmm. So like a fucking follower, I turn right to VH1, and I begin to watch Game show She Got Game. Mm. Now, I was around for Flavor of Love. I was around for the love of Ray J. Mm-hmm. This is the same exact
Of course.
show.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Now, I'm a Game fan. Like,
You guys remind me of each other.
Yeah, Game is like, I feel like my career would be identical to his if I lived in LA.
Yeah, no, seriously. You guys
That's
are
how
very
I feel
similar.
about Game. Big fan of his and his music. And so I'm watching the show. All those girls look, well, a majority of the women look like shit on the show. But he was very friendly. He was very nice, very complimentary.
Charismatic,
And
blah,
very
blah, blah.
charismatic, charming, all of that shit. And it let me know why I couldn't do a show like that. Because I would just be dissing these women.
You would. And
Which
you'd
is why it'd be a better show.
And you'd be having such a good time doing it.
Yeah, I would be dissing all of these women. But I watched the entire show, and there was one young lady that was fairly attractive. I don't remember her name. I think it was Priscilla. I don't know. And then I later come to find out that she is suing the show.
Oh, that girl. Yeah. And she
right.
continued to do the show after the alleged incident that she's claiming that he sexually harassed her, which, I mean, I don't want to take away from her, but, and she's like promoting the shit out of it too. So,
Out of the show or the lawsuit?
out of the show. So it's like, how disturbed are you if
I don't believe the Game sexually assaulted.
her claim is that he
This
grabbed
girl.
her vagina and buttocks while they were filming in a bar scene, and there was 100
All right.
all the staff around, all the everybody like. Wouldn't you have stopped, made a scene, freaked the fuck out, left, sued, not been a part of the show anymore if this guy's such a monster?
Sounds like foreplay to me.
Yeah. I mean, you signed up to date the guy. I mean,
At a
okay,
bar.
I don't want to make light of those kind of situations, but this just seems like a real money grab. Like I know situations like that can happen, but that doesn't because it's a dating show doesn't give him the right to touch her like that, whatever. But I really don't
Yeah,
think
let
it
me
happened.
let me tell the idiots, we're not making light of the
Yeah, let
accusation.
me stop. Because everyone already thinks I don't sympathize with women at all, and I absolutely do.
On this show, you probably haven't sympathized with women
No.
that much.
I know,
people
but
say
I
the
really
same-
do.
People say the same thing about me on this show.
I
Yep.
love women more than the average man and side with them, but just for conversational purposes, I'll laugh on here.
Oh, okay. Because that's what we do here.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed the show. I don't know if I will continue to watch the show, but it was pretty good. Now, which leads me to this. I saw plenty of people on the timeline dissing the Game because he was doing the show. And maybe I have a soft spot in my heart for
VH1 reality
when these
television.
type of things take place because
Well, he's been on reality TV, though.
Right, he's done.
he's been on reality TV. I have done reality TV as well. I don't understand for the life of me why people are of the belief that reality TV takes away from your ability to make music or rap. Mm-hmm. Maybe you two can help me here.
Well, if you look at the percentage-wise, I don't agree with them, but I'll just see probably from their point of view. The percentage-wise is that a lot of washed-up rappers
Yeah, I'm
that
going to
make
say that they
awful
put up
music
people that don't
are up
already
there.
have a good catalog. They're going up there, or
That's
like
not
a
the
current
case
catalog.
all the time, but you could make a strong case that there's been some washed-up rappers on reality TV.
And so I
No,
think it
there
gets
have
this,
been washed
I
up
think it
rappers
gets
on
the
reality
stigma
TV.
that this becomes like the graveyard for these rappers, and it's kind of like their last place. So I think that because that is of the belief, then it just almost looks like, oh, okay, so now he's washed up, and all his only check now is VH1, and he's a sellout. So fuck him, and that's kind of the general consensus when you've proven quite clearly that you have keeping those two worlds completely separate, and you've done your reality television, and your music has not been about, you know, VH1. Like it's still Joe.
I saw a tweet that said Game is ruining his legacy.
No.
I didn't understand it for
Game
the life
has
of me.
always, like, just like you, though, which is why I feel like you guys are so similar. Game has always been, like, had his antics on social media, and he's always been, even in his songs, vocal about, like, calling people out and just being silly and whatever. And to take that brand to television, and he's been doing television as well, completely just capitalizing off of it. He's not doing anything else. He's not tarnishing any legacy. His music is still what it is for.
And I'll add this minor tidbit. He makes great albums.
Yes,
He does.
very amazing albums, and he can continue to.
Not only does Game have great albums in his catalog, some would argue a classic in his catalog.
Yeah, with the first
with
one.
the documentary.
Right.
Well, I argued that on this podcast.
Yes, that you did.
That it is a classic.
I certainly believe that the documentary 2 that he's working on will be an amazing album. And
Especially,
I've heard nothing
his-
but great things.
Even on his song on Dre's album was fucking crazy. Like, you know, so it just goes to show, like, he's coming. He's good.
Great segue. We listened to Dre's album this weekend, and Dre's Dre.
It's phenomenal. I don't really know how much more we can.
Yep.
It's so
Say about it.
It's so phenomenal that I have to call Dre a liar. Dre went on Beats Radio and said that the Detox was never released because he didn't like it.
You think this is the detox?
You just have to know when a lie is a lie.
Yeah.
no, some people are like iconic, some people are legendary, some people are geniuses. Dre just happens to be all of these things. No way do I think that Dr. Dre worked on an album for however many years and did not like it. What? Especially when this album is amazing.
Well, I mean, I told you my theory last time. I think maybe he just had the detox and he had been living with it for so long he became tired of it.
I think this is a mix of everything.
I'll tell you my theory. He started selling some headphones.
he said, hell with all this music.
He had this fucking idea, right? I didn't know if it would really work out.
No.
And he started selling these headphones, and boy, did it work. Mm-hmm. And when it began to work that well, the detox wasn't really very high on the priority list.
No. And he already had a bunch of artists he was working on, so it's not like someone could say Dre's not involved in music anymore.
Right.
Yeah, Dre would... I enjoyed all of the new... I'm normally pretty skeptical about listening to artists I've never heard before. Mm-hmm. All of the gentlemen that were on that album that I was unfamiliar with were very, very good. And Dre sounded different.
He did.
Yeah, we talked about that this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I mean, obviously, we know Dre doesn't write. He has typically the person that's featured on that record write the record for him. But it still sounded a lot different than Dre. Because even on, for like example... The Watcher that Jay-Z wrote for Dre on 2001. He sounded like Dre. He didn't sound like Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. But then, what's the record he did with Kendrick about Compton? This wasn't on the Compton album. I think it was on Good Kid, Mad City bonus track.
I got a brain freeze.
Yeah, either way. He sounds exactly like Kendrick on that. Like the flow is literally exactly the same.
He did.
Yeah.
But this one, it was odd. He just didn't sound like the regular Dre, but it still sounded phenomenal.
Like Talking to My Diary, I was listening to that on the way over here, and I was just like,
yeah, great album. If you do not have the album, if you have yet to hear it, go pick it up. Compton, amazing.
Oh, did we get numbers back?
Album.
Did any numbers come out?
Yeah, the early forecast, and this was just after one day of trends. It was up to 305, like between 280 and 305 or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't even want to ask because I know I lost.
But that was, they said that can change greatly because he's doing a huge media blitz on ESPN and stuff like that.
Interscope expected 800,000 to 1 million.
Jesus.
Wow.
So once I heard that, I was
and
like,
he's going hard on the promo. He had he bought a plane, did a plane with like writing Compton in the sky yesterday, which was pretty cool.
It's not very difficult to have a plane right there in the sky.
Yeah, that's pretty simple.
He's going hard.
But I mean, that was just like one silly little example. He's just having fun with it.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, he's having a good
much
time.
better terminology.
Yes.
Damn.
I will ask, was any of the Compton soundtrack in the movie?
It was really more just NWA
stuff. That makes sense.
It's really old.
I thought maybe they might.
It's actually cool because now I want to go like buy all those albums and stuff. Like it really like reinvigorated like my interest in all that. It's just so fucking cool. Like just such a good movie.
And before we go any further, I do want to mention that it's the 1 year anniversary of Robin Williams passing.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
Which
still
to you listeners, it'll be yesterday
longer.
now since it's Wednesday.
Time flies.
Crazy.
Doesn't feel like a year.
It feels longer to me.
No, it feels.
I don't know why.
When my mom reminded me that it was a year since Eric Gardner's killing, I was like, no way.
That flew to me.
No way that's
And
been
Michael
a year.
Brown too. Same thing. It's crazy.
Yeah,
flew.
time is flying out there. All right, we're getting somber again. So listen,
It's lit.
fall is approaching, right?
My favorite season.
I love fall.
My
So
favorite
amazing.
season too. Summer would be my least favorite season. I have my own reasons for that. Every time I say it, people think I'm a weirdo. I want all the kids to go back to school. I'm tired of these fucking fucktards just in the street, fucking fire hydrants, just causing mischief.
I doubt that there's any fire hydrants
such an
going
angry
off
old
in
man.
Edgewater, are there?
I don't spend my entire life in Edgewater, only 99% of it.
Okay.
Traffic is insane in the summertime.
Especially where your area.
Crime rate is extremely high in the summertime. I've just got my reasons. Also, I'm a big fan of air as opposed to heat. When it's cold, you can put layers on. When it's hot, all you can do is get naked. You can't peel your skin off. So summertime is not my favorite time. However, whenever fantasy football is near, which it is, And one day I would like to talk about that because I think I'm going to go out on a limb and pick a quarterback in the first round, which I have never done. I think I'm going to go.
That's kind of risky.
I think I'm going to go Andrew Luck. I think Andrew Luck is going to have one of those seasons.
Even if you're in the top 3 of your draft.
I'm picking Andrew Luck.
Okay.
I'm picking Andrew Luck wherever I am in the first round if he is available. Mm-hmm. I just have faith in Andre Johnson and fucking T.Y. Hilton. I don't think Frank Gore's got much in the tank. I think Andrew Luck is going to bomb away. But anyway, when fantasy football season is near and football season is near in general, it lets me know cuffing season is near.
It is.
Now, unlike other people, I like to start cuffing in the summertime.
Yeah.
So that way
you may extend their contract or not.
Yeah. Gives you a nice head start. Mm-hmm. So then when the season actually starts, you're somewhere in, you're in mid-season form with whoever it is that you're
spry
cuffing.
going into the season.
Yeah. You're playing right at the right moment while everyone is searching out there. A lot of prospects, right? So it saddens me, and I'm shocked that Marisa didn't make mention of Amber and MGK breaking up.
Because I wanted to,
But they did.
Yep, they did.
Right when I was believing in love.
I know.
that was drawing the line? That's when you started believing in love?
Right when they were giving me hope.
I'm bummed about it, honestly. But
she did it again.
It was
Amber fucking ambered.
Yeah.
She ambered.
I know. It was like
I was believing it.
It was tough for them though. He was on the road.
Oh, come on. She dated Kanye and Wiz, my nigga.
I know, and she had a real the reason why her and Wiz started having problems was because he was on the road, and that's where the issues came from. So it was kind of like a bad taste in her mouth, and Kels couldn't really devote his time to her.
Well, I don't know Amber at all.
Me either.
But I will say, if I date one rapper and on the road is bothering me, and then I break up with him, and then I'm like, you know what? Let me give it one more chance. And I date another rapper, and the road is still bothering me. I don't know if I'm gonna go to another rapper.
Right. Well, Kanye wasn't an example of that because that's when she didn't have a career, so she was able to be on the road with him. It wouldn't be an issue. So Wiz was the first time, and then to your point, this would be the second time, and now she knows moving forward that maybe she won't do that.
Yo, Marisa is so biased and full of shit when it comes to women that she fucking adores. I don't know how well Marisa knows Amber. Let me preface all of this like Rory did with I don't know Amber at all. She seems like a lovely,
she does,
genuine.
Her personality seems great.
Yeah, she seems like a fucking blast.
She's beautiful
to be with.
Good person.
So it I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Well, listen, we're not getting her as a guest, so feel free to say whatever the fuck you want.
No, she said she would because she wants to come on.
I know. And Peter
26 weeks.
And Peter continues to say, "Oh, Amber's my friend whenever she's in New York." I've seen Amber in New York plenty of times.
I know.
Never at this podcast. But no, I do think that she's, from what I know of her, I do think that she's an amazing person. I don't know why these things don't work. But that was the small point that I was getting to. So then we go to Safari. My man Safari, man.
I don't know what's up with that. I was trying to follow that today, and it's a lot going on. I can't tell if they're still together or they're breaking up, if it was real or not.
Well, he tweeted, "You win some and you lose some." That's a very cryptic tweet.
But I was trying to read Baller Alert's caption, and it was like that was recently, not today, but it had the date of today. I just don't understand.
Yeah, look where Marisa fact checks.
So
I went straight to Baller Alert. Shout out to
That's
Steph.
where I
listen
saw
to
it at.
Steph.
Shout out to Steph. Shout out to Baller Alert. So the new girl, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
I was gonna say, is it Zasha?
But it sounds like
I didn't even try.
It
Like
sounds very
Zaddy.
runway-ish, like Zasha.
Like she doesn't have a last name.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
She
all it is.
That's it.
She shouldn't.
She really shouldn't have a last
it should
name.
just be Zasha.
So Zasha. That's what we'll call her on the
Okay.
show. So Zasha.
We're probably so wrong too.
I know. It's
Yeah, but
like
it sounds great.
Zashia or some
We're probably
shit.
improving the girl's name.
You're welcome.
What's her ethnicity?
Spanish.
Do we know that?
No,
we
we don't know her last name, so
Zasha is Spanish.
Yeah, we're sticking with Zasha. All right, so Zasha.
Spanish girl.
Allegedly cheated on Safari with a local Miami rapper. And the guy took pictures, which is always faggot shit in my
OD.
book.
Super whack.
Oh yeah, everything he did was faggot shit.
Yeah, this new generation of men, I don't know if because he was a local rapper, he was looking for a quick come up. I don't really understand it. I won't try to add ration to it. But he took some pictures. He put some screenshots of their text conversations that Sasha is saying have been altered and doctored. Right when I was believing in love.
I feel bad for SB. He's taking an L right now.
See, but I don't. I get that my perspective is a bit unique. I don't see this as the biggest L. He was with this bitch for a month.
No, I just feel like Nicki and Meek have been like on a campaign just shitting on him so hard that finally it's like, oh, you got a little footing. You know, fuck you. I got a.
Well, Nicki and Meek are full of shit.
Yeah.
And fucking these two are I got a thing about like today in this generation, and I've said it before, people post breakup just rush to see who can be in a relationship and be happy before the other one. Yeah. You want to see who can do it first. So, do I believe that fucking Nicki and Meek are? And I swore to myself I wasn't going to speak about Nicki and Meek on this podcast. But do I believe they are as happy as they put out? No, I don't believe that at all. But I see that behooving them both financially and as a business move. So whatever. Did I think that Safari and this chick were fucking all?
No.
Hokey dory in love, and him on the end of his diss record talking about, oh, you see my new bitch? Why would I be mad? You see my new bitch? You must say see my new bitch. Zasha. Like
that was the
Sounds
worst
just like
West
him.
Indian impression I've ever heard.
Great. That was amazing, Joseph.
I don't think that should have been included on that diss record.
No, it shouldn't have.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
But in his defense, he came out of 5-10 year relationship. 12 shit. 12-year relationship.
Close to 5.
He's used to being with somebody, so he may gravitate to the first person that fucking is pretty.
I mean, yeah, but I just feel like, to Joe's point, I just feel like they're both just like using these new relationships as pawns. Like,
Safari's fucking these bitches, man. Like, let's not get this fucked up. He was just doing this with Sophia 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Sophia Body. And now Sophia Body is fucking who was shitting on Nicki Minaj when she was fucking Safari. And now she's all gun-ho Nicki Minaj, adding her biggest fan. Women are fucking crazy, my nigga. But anyway, so...
Shout out to Cat Body.
But... Cat Body. And we can't shout out Cat Body without shouting out Valentina Body and Vanessa Body.
Yep.
The bodies.
The bodies. They hosted a barbecue. It was lovely.
Yeah. So, but, and off of that, so now we get to J.R. Smith.
Oh, God.
Now, I know that people think that I have nothing but evil and malicious things to say about J.R. Smith because he fucked Tahiri. You could not be more wrong.
Oh, I was gonna say Knicks fan.
Yeah, I didn't know where we were going.
No, people think that. Like, I get mentions today. Oh, you fucking hate J.R. Smith because he. I really don't. I'm not like that. I don't know if men are like that in the universe. Well, they are.
I'm sure there are.
They are. I'm not cut from that cloth. But J.R. Smith.
But from the Knicks fan cloth. I've been upset at him a few times. No. I was actually big on the JR campaign of not even getting rid of him.
No, he had to go. He wasn't the same after that Boston playoff
I always
game.
just had fucking faith, blind faith for JR.
All right, well, let's get into what he did.
But because of fantasy football, like, I'm a Giants fan, but I have to root for certain players because they're on my fantasy team. Mm-hmm. That's very much the case when a player that's fucked your ex is on your team. So contrary to popular belief, no one rooted for that guy harder than I did. I'm a Nick,
just a safe face.
I'm a die-hard Nick fan since '88. Listen, me and Tahiri was together for 5 years. That doesn't compare.
Hey, and you know who was there when Tahiri left? The New York Knicks.
The Knicks. You better fucking believe it. So J.R. Smith, who, side note, should not have opted out of his contract. I don't think his performance in the finals. He had a $6 million contract. He opted out, hoping to get more, and now he's on the outside looking in, still waiting to get a contract. And I don't know if Cleveland is trying to give it to him. But that's not what we're here to talk about. J.R. Smith.
You little dog.
Can I get the backstory? Because I don't even really know the
so
backstory.
here's the backstory.
Whoa, hold on. I've got to commend this guy, man.
No, I knew you were going to.
J.R. Smith is a real nigga, man.
No. Yo, every guy in my mentions was like, yes.
Well, you don't know what happened?
Okay, so here's what happened. He was dating.
Well, I only know what happened.
He was dating a girl.
Rosie told me, and she's a gossip queen.
A girl by the name of Ashley for the last 2 years, right? They've been together. Things been great. Blah 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 blah. They were together up until just 2 weeks ago. They went on vacation together. She was there for the finals. All these great things. Then over the weekend, he married his child's mother. One of them. No one else happened to Ashley. And here we are.
Kind of dope.
No.
It's a real nigga.
No.
That's kind of ill.
Now, this is only a story here because, and this is really not even a story because of J.R. Smith. To me, I know Ashley.
Yes.
Oh, well, let me not laugh at her then.
Yeah.
No, we can laugh at her.
Okay.
We can definitely laugh at her. It's probably a bad time to laugh at her. I'm sure she is sick to her stomach. But this is only a story because Ashley was in the family and friends seats at the finals games.
Yep.
Ashley was on Instagram.
Posing with Savannah and the rest of the wags, as they call them. Wives and girlfriends.
You could not tell Ashley that she wasn't next in line to be a basketball
I was just
wife.
about to say, this sounds like a basketball wife career.
No, she...
Ready now.
She was... I mean, and I won't fault her because clearly J.R. Smith did a good job of selling this. He was selling...
He looks like a dream seller.
They were rocking. Like, she cut all her niggas off. Like, you know how girls do when they meet a basketball player
Yeah,
and they want to fucking fit the mold and they start acting right. Like, she did everything right. She did everything perfectly.
I tried that with Michael Kors. It just didn't happen for me.
Marisa, you were doing really good. Don't get kicked off the podcast, my nigga. Like, for real. So not only did they go on vacation, they had a blast on the vacation.
They did. They were very happy.
Now, mind you, I'm gauging all of this from Instagram pictures.
But he was commenting on her pics too, like thumbs up and all types of shit.
And rumors and gossip and some people that I know that are in the know. They had a great time. And as soon as that vacation was over, he deaded it. Mm-hmm. If that's not a real nigga right
You
there.
guys, come on.
Well,
I feel for Ash. She has got to be
Hey, we don't want to hear your woman. We don't want to hear your woman bullshit.
This is a one-sided podcast.
Yeah, unplug her microphone. We don't want to care what you feel for.
Is this news? I mean, outside of it being J.R. Smith, is this news?
Yeah, it's being reported.
Somebody in a relationship goes back with their baby mother. Is this news?
I mean,
I am applauding.
oh, please,
the
keeping his
way-
family together.
No. I don't care about that.
Never even met his kids.
I don't know his family. I don't give a fuck about all that
them.
responsible, mature bullshit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm here to be petty. I am
Nice
applauding.
atmosphere for his child. We can shout out that.
I am applauding
Oh, we do here?
how it was done.
That was some bull fucking shit. I don't know what I would do right. I would lose my mind. I would lose my
You've
fucking
lost
mind.
your mind for way less.
Exactly. I don't know what I would do.
Well, you would never be in that predicament.
Oh, that's not nice. It's not that. One day.
This was one of those times I wish we had cameras in here. Everyone's facial reaction in that.
Wait, you all right, let's get to Marty for a minute. Now we get to crack on Marisa.
Hold on, before we do that, how did she find out? That's what I want to know.
We don't know. We don't know that.
Like,
part.
did she
who
find
find
out
out?
on Instagram?
I mean, we
Ashley.
don't know. We don't know that part.
Oh, okay.
I think he told her.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that. You just said that.
Imagine if she just saw the wedding picture when everyone else saw
There's
it.
no wedding pic yet.
No, they're married.
I know. I'm saying he's saying a wedding picture. There's no picture yet.
I allegedly don't know that.
Oh, okay. Oh, you know that though.
I don't know that allegedly.
Okay.
Now, don't try to get serious here. Back to laughing at Marisa. Now, Marisa, you lasted a month with the dude, Michael Kors.
It was like a month and a half. But the
Can you
reason
give
why
credence to her 15 days, please?
Thank you, Rory. A and B, I left that because he's as fucking boring as shit.
But time out. Because people have been hitting me on this podcast, right? And they're like, yo, you fucking bash Marisa a lot. Like, you really get on her case. You need to let up. You need to take it easy. And even Rocky fucking said, yo, I listened to the podcast, and I may not be the biggest Marisa fan, but you're going hard on Marisa. So I want to say that me saying that Marisa would not be in that predicament ever is not solely from a joking standpoint, but I'm looking at pattern.
Right. No, I took it as it's okay.
I know. But let's get into the pattern. We've got a month and a half with Michael Kors.
Right.
We did have, what seemed to be like a blossoming, budding relationship with Fishspot.
Oh, I did it that so badly, it's never coming back from the dead.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like he'll never probably ever speak to me again.
Well, what Marisa told me off air, if he goes back to Marisa, he's a sucker. If a woman ever said some shit like that, which you said to him, I would never condone hitting a woman, but if you got hit, I would have been like, shit, well, you said that.
Well, off air, you can tell me about that. Without knowing what took place, men get horny, and sometime in the 9th inning, you hit somebody that you know you shouldn't be hitting.
I know men do it. I could never do that. I'm speaking for myself here.
But, okay, so Fishspot, that blossoming relationship got cut short for whatever reason be.
Yeah.
Cleveland dude, you just fucking toss him around whenever you want to.
Yeah, he's here now, and he's trying to bait me on Twitter by tweeting, I'm in New Jersey, I'm here. And I'm just like, no.
Yeah, but I thought y'all had that relationship.
I know, I don't feel like seeing him because he annoyed me last weekend when I was in Atlantic City and he was there and I was with someone else.
Oh, because you was with Ty.
Yeah, I was with Ty.
And Ty trumps everybody.
Yeah, but just because it's not
well,
like
yes.
that. Yeah. No,
yes.
But the way it sounded was like as if I messed with Ty. No, but I was kicking it with Ty.
I wasn't suggesting that.
And then oh, Jesus. Can we take that out? Take that out. Then he was hitting me, and it was just a mess. So
yeah, let's take that out because Marissa's not a real nigga like me.
Yeah,
Marissa's not as bold as I am.
Yeah, so.
But now that you say that though, I had a girl do that. Like I had a girl. Women use tweets. Women, I'm determined to understand women. I failed for 34 years, but I am determined to understand. Women use tweets as like bat signals to let men know things that we should figure out that we don't. I had a girl recently do the whole, hey, I'm in New Jersey.
Yeah, I mean, guys do it too. Yes,
very specific where she's at, what she's doing.
Yes.
I'm not doing anything. And
I'm very available.
I'm not with any guys. Boy, would I love to cuddle and have sex.
Here are my coordinates.
I'm also available to cook. If anyone needs me, call me.
Oh, man. Yeah, why?
Is anyone's foot broken?
I'm really good with dealing with that, so if you need me.
What is wrong with women?
No, but don't say women because I just told you Cleveland did that shit too.
But I don't know him.
Percentage-wise, women probably do
I don't
that more
know
than
him.
men.
Yeah,
well,
percentage-wise.
But I'm being biased there. But I still do think that women do that more than men.
Yeah.
Women do it more than men.
But it's easy. It's like beating around the bush, so we don't have to.
Let me tell you something. Men use Twitter to get these tweets off, money. It's like that's what we do. Women use Twitter for so much more.
Well, what's more funny than them saying that they're bored and want you to meet up with them is when they're pretending to have a lot of fun when they're out. That's more entertaining to me.
I did that yesterday because after he tweeted that he was here and shit like that, I'm like, oh, hanging with my woes right now. And I was with one woe and we weren't doing anything.
When they're tweeting up a fucking storm about being out, it's fucking lit, they're drunk.
Yeah, that was me yesterday.
Can let's take this time to let the women out there know that when you guys behave that way and you tweet that way and you have the fake fun that you have, like, we know.
Like, we've been out with you. We know how you react out here.
You're not tricking us.
No.
You didn't catch me.
Yo, women need more tricks, B, now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say? On behalf of the women? I was looking for Marisa to come to the aid of all women.
I know, I tried to.
It's funny, I read a meme this morning that said, do you really think the guy that treated you like shit cares about the memes on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Like you really think he gives a fuck?
That's why I have never posted a sad meme in my life. I can't do it.
Wait, time out, because I really want to get into this. Hey, Joey, Parks is at the door. Could you get that? We'll just keep talking shit. Yeah, like the guy that treated you like pure like
He's on the timeline like, oh shit, I wonder how she's feeling right now.
And then looks at the meme and is like, let me just reevaluate my entire life and how I've cheated her all this time. And let me hit her up and
like,
and
oh, I'm
beg for
sorry
her
now. Now that you said it on Twitter, oh, my bad.
Now I know. Yeah, that's why I don't fuck with those stupid ass memes. And all it does is let everyone else know that you got played by a fucking sucker.
Like
exactly. So it's like, this is an announcement to the world. Like, hey, guess what, everybody? I picked another ain't shit guy. Lucky me. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Never.
So,
and I've gone through a few ain't shit guys.
Man. You don't say.
Yeah, but I think I feel good now. I'm
women
in a clean
are,
space.
I won't understand it. It's not my place to. But women seem to be attracted to men that just aren't shit.
But I think that's like a underlying fact, like sign that we're just not ready for something real yet. We think we are, but I realize that's why I go for all these like bullshit because I don't really want anything serious with them anyway.
Well, I know all the women that have ever called me an ain't shit nigga. I gave them like amazing dick. Like,
oh my gosh.
It was tough for them to leave.
That was my issue with Fishpot.
I get it. Like, I can't do all this amazing shit that I'm doing to you and expect you to have enough enough of a backbone and enough self-respect to leave it alone.
It's fucking hard, B.
Yeah, they come right back.
Especially when like they'll do some fucked up shit and then they'll turn around, give you good dick, and say some like real shit that's like, but you know I'll be playing and all that, like, and then they kind of get in your head and you're like, well, maybe they were just playing.
Is that all they got to say to Marisa?
Yo, I was just playing.
About this shit. I was playing.
No, but then
I
you'll have like,
you like shit.
But then I end up having like real deep conversations with these people, like randomly, and like then I'm just like, oh, maybe he really understands now, and then he never.
Well, that's where I fail with women because I enjoy conversation and getting to know people.
Yeah,
so
I
women
like
take that as me really.
Yeah.
Like trying to get to know them for a longer time.
Well, it's one of the areas you fail with women.
Yeah, well.
Let's not give yourself too much credit here.
Joe gave me great relationship advice this weekend that I'm not going to use because it was way too logical.
That was I don't even know how we ended up in that conversation.
I don't know either.
Rory came by. We were on the deck. We were just chilling. I was chain smoking. I was fucking tanning. I was like...
It was
lit.
lit.
We were listening to All Love Lost, so it got somber and relationship-based.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Now
we were listening to fucking All Love Lost. And then I decided to try to save Rory
from my downfall.
He don't want to be saved, no.
The destructive path that he was on.
You hear this album? You don't want to make this album.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, my album is littered with, I don't even know what to call it. Like, I don't want to call it subs.
No, you're pretty direct.
Yes. Just firing shots off.
Well, I Instagrammed the other day.
I saw that
the
shit.
song that I did.
I saw that, and your caption was like, "Something she deserved it" or some shit like that. She asked for this.
Yeah, but the line,
dickhead shit.
The line in the vid, it was. It said some Sandra Bland shit. Rest in peace, Sandra Bland. And then I was like, let me address our little movement. You in therapy, but I don't see no improvement, right? And then the vid stopped. So about 5 hours later, I get a text from Kaylin, my ex, and it says, I see somebody's got bars coming my way.
Oh gosh.
And I'm like, wait, no, that wasn't for you. I know someone else in therapy. I don't even have a reason to dish you anymore. And then we made peace, but I could see this album causing some confusion with people out there. But I could see it helping some people as well. It's a really great album. October 9th, All Love Lost. And I didn't even mean to plug right now because I hate promoting.
You know.
I hate
Joe would prefer if no one heard the album.
No, I just feel like the people that know, and they will go and support. And the people that don't know, it really ain't for them to know.
Your fans are really fucking waiting too. I was just telling the guys off air. I tweeted earlier about this random fucking song that I like, and someone just randomly replied right now, but it ain't Slaughterhouse though. Okay, that's lovely.
Well, it wasn't.
Yeah, valid. It ain't Ralph though either.
It was a pretty good point. It was not Slaughterhouse.
That is an actual fact that you gave me. Thank you, sir.
He was correct.
Yeah. It's a sharp guy right there.
So off my All Love Lost shameless plug. Well, no, there was some shame in there. So I met a girl over the weekend.
Oh.
No, not romantically.
Oh.
I had a lot of girls at my house this weekend. And I had a lot of girls flake on me. So that was surprising. I made fucking way too many burgers. You bitches owe me an apology I spent a lot of money on ground beef. And I had to freeze them. I had to fucking force feed burgers. I damn near fed the whole block because you bitches canceled. But I had a lot of women in my house. And so, no, Saturday I had some people at my house. And then Sunday was like the calm after the storm type of day. And a couple of people came over, and one of these women, she was with a guy for, let's say, 12 years, right?
Jeez. Nicki.
Let's say that the guy fed his family illegally. Let's say that, right? Because I don't want to give too much information out. And let's say
pharmaceuticals.
And pharmaceuticals. There you go. And let's say that the guy is now is about to be in prison for, let's just say, over 7 years.
Yikes.
She's waiting. She's gonna wait.
She says that.
Good luck, Chuck.
She's waited too. And she says that she's going to continue to wait. Which to me begged the question, how long do you wait?
I'm not putting myself in that situation.
Is this another time question for relationships?
Because women,
I'm not going there with you.
We don't want another broken table, Joe.
Women, especially women, Dykeman women, fucking Heights women, Uptown women, Fordham women, Concourse women.
Okay, lots of
Concourse
women.
women are the best.
You guys love dope boys.
Yeah, I've never had one.
To your knowledge.
Word.
So I feel like when you sign up for that, you have to be prepared for a few things. And I feel like if you're a dope boy, the life that you afford your significant other, it's part of the upswing. That should get you something on the downside of things.
I mean, look at Tasha. She ain't waiting around.
Who?
Tasha. Power.
We have to discuss power. By the way. Mm-hmm. They fucking killed the shit out of Sean in Power.
Can you believe he did that shit?
Well, I knew Sean was going to die. Did you see Power?
I did not see this last episode.
Sorry.
Well,
You didn't
Sean
just see my
died.
face when you said that?
They killed the shit out of Sean,
I did see that
man.
coming, though.
I mean, yeah. If you got a brain...
You saw that coming.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. But, my problem with Power... Yeah, we go off on a lot of tangents on this podcast.
Yeah. But fuck it, that's why they fuck with us.
Was 50 in this past episode?
Yeah, he was.
I wonder how he's going to take this.
Yeah, we got to find out.
You just gotta watch this one.
Yeah.
You just gotta watch this.
So my problem with Power, last season, it was 8 episodes, right? And I loved last season. And then I waited all year long for this season. And the numbers do so amazing that Stars, they approved them for another season after one episode airs. So they are approved for a third season. And
They're shooting the third season right now.
Oh my God!
Damn, I want to
Don't
get on
fucking
it.
say that. I'm dying to get on that.
Do you know
show.
anybody? I want to be like an extra.
I gotta
I
beat
don't.
somebody on that show. I'm gonna text 50.
Why don't you just text 50? Yeah, I mean,
Because
it
he
is
was
your
like
show.
my last resort.
Yeah, but
I
I
wanted to
think-
go through the proper channels.
Yeah, and then you
But
show
when
up and 50's on set, like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Fancy seeing you here, Fifth.
I want to get on that fucking show. But anyway, so this season, they got approved. The numbers are doing great, and it's 10 episodes.
Are you upset about that?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
I would
It,
have
Do you
liked
want
12 to
12?
14.
Do you want?
it either has to be
12 is
longer,
typical.
or they have to come back faster.
Yeah, that's a long wait in between.
year?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
So this week is the finale. The season finale, and then I gotta wait till June again to see it. That's number one. Number two, because it comes on early on demand, and because this is the finale, I'm not sure. I might want to wait and watch it at its normal airtime
On Saturday night.
You
It
know.
comes early on. It comes on Fridays, right? With
It comes on.
demand?
It comes on Friday. Well, Saturday morning at midnight.
Okay.
If you have the Stars app or some shit, and you got to put in a code or whatever the bum shit Ice does.
Ice
But
has
then
hacks
if,
for everything.
Then if you have on demand, it's normally available in the morning, Saturday morning.
Okay.
Which I think it's smart because some people aren't home Saturday night. That is a busy night, and it is a great way to capitalize on ratings. So it is smart, but I may want to wait. Only problem with that is the people that see it early, they get on the timeline
and ruin shit.
yeah, they give all the spoilers.
That's like really uncool. Like I don't understand why people do that for real.
I can't bash them because I'm one of those people that do it. But I try to be. I try to not be so dead giveaway-ish when I speak about it. And my apologies to anybody who has not seen the last episode, but if you're a true Power fan like me, it's fucking Wednesday, my nigga.
Yeah.
You should have seen
Yeah, right.
the
Get on
last
your shit,
episode
bro.
of Power where they fucking kill Sean's
At least we didn't tell
ass.
you who killed him, so you got that going for you.
Yeah, true. We didn't tell you that part. So I'm really excited about Power, and now
Would've been great
because
if Tasha did it.
because I have ADD, I don't even remember what I was talking
We're
about.
talking
we were
about
talking
waiting
about-
for men that are locked up.
Right.
Oh yeah, let me get an answer to that.
I don't have one because I would never wait for somebody.
All right, so there's that topic.
I think I don't think if the man's doing 10 plus. I think he should be selfless here and
Hey, guys,
say,
there's a-
"Hey, go do what you want to do."
There's a relevant topic because Papoose did it for Remy. Would you guys wait for your woman?
I don't know if Pap did.
We don't know if Pap did, but it appears he did.
Yeah.
I mean, and
Let's
even
assume.
if he didn't, like Rory said, like if you're going up, like if I'm going to sit for a little bit, right? It would be foolish of me to expect a
Yeah,
woman,
and that's
to,
just gonna leave
has
resentment
needs, yeah.
and tension for
Yeah.
when you do get out to maybe rekindle that. Maybe find a happy medium where it's like, all right, you come visit me, write me, keep my commissary full, go do what you want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to hold me down.
Yeah.
You got to hold me down. And hopefully our foundation would be of that ilk that when I come home, we can reconvene and pick up wherever we left off.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I would never deal with that, especially the whole struggle of when you come home, we got to
But
get you a job. And all that.
I'm gonna generalize here just for the sake of conversation. Are the women that are dating dope boys of this character,
I mean, dope boys do come home to women.
or are they jumping to the next dope boy?
I mean, there's been instances where guys come home to women, so someone out there is holding them down.
Especially if she was in the know and was very much involved. I don't know if she can say she's not gonna hold you down though. That's kind of unfair.
I don't know. Rory raises a good point.
He does.
But I got, I'm not the best at picking women with character, so I'm going to shut up here.
I don't think any of us are really doing too great of a job here. But hey, maybe Rory's doing
Well,
better.
if I have to add degrees to how bad we're doing, if I have to rank us here.
I'm not getting hurt enough to make albums full of shit dissing everyone.
Well, you
so
don't make albums.
that's valid. It's valid.
And if you did, a lot of people would get dissed.
No,
I'm putting you last on the totem
I
pole.
wouldn't. No, I wouldn't have
Yeah, you're doing
anyone.
bad.
I wouldn't have anyone to diss. It's not like I
Well,
wouldn't-
do you have anyone you're dating now?
I'm talking with someone, but
All right,
there's
so you're
nothing
last.
serious at all.
I'm dating. Rory's dating.
Are you seeing someone?
We're in these streets.
Yep.
I mean, I know Rory's sitch. I don't know yours. What's going on?
Sure you do, but I won't. I won't broadcast it for the whole podcast
The
to
same
hear.
sitch that's been a sitch?
I thought you was real.
I just
Huh?
said.
I thought you was real.
Well, no, I am real. Oh wait, wait, is my
thought you-
realness
I
being
thought you was
used?
Yeah, it is in question now. What's up?
You chastising
What's
Mighty. I
up,
thought
bruh?
you was real.
What's up?
I'm seeing the same person I've been seeing.
Oh, so Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
it's
I
not-
thought. I didn't.
I mean,
know.
that's not just a
I
simple
haven't.
conversation.
I haven't
but-
heard about her, so I didn't know if she was still around.
She was away.
Oh, she's back.
She's back.
Okay,
Yeah,
welcome
she's
back, Bay.
She's back. Welcome back, Bay.
Hello.
I did. I saw her on Saturday and it was great seeing her again.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
shout out
good.
to Bay.
It was good.
She was commenting on our pictures this weekend when we were taking group pics. She was doing hearts.
It was
and
really
stuff.
good to see her, especially since all my hoes was acting the fuck up while she was gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good to come off of my energy with my hoes and get back to Bay.
And you know what I love about Bay the most when she's at your house? The hookah's always packed. I don't have to pack it.
She did a great job with the hookah.
I showed up. It was already lit.
Yeah, she
It was
did.
great.
We had a great time.
Do your exes know about, does Kaylin know about Bay? I mean, not that it matters. I'm just literally curious.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm just curious.
It's never come up. Kaylin and I don't speak regularly.
No.
Yeah,
Are you guys gonna have to do? This is kind of separate. Are you guys gonna have to do promo runs together for this show?
I doubt we would have to do anything together.
Together? Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, and if we did, that wouldn't be a problem. Kaylin and I are amicable. We're perfectly fine.
That's good.
As long as I don't put my dick inside of her, like, we're good. And I haven't, and I don't. So yeah, no, that's fine. I try to be good with my exes. Like I'm not of that. I'm not from that mode of, you have a relationship with somebody, you build a bond, you love them, you trust them, you fucking build memories together,
Meet their family.
experiences, and then you just stop talking to them and hate them.
Yeah, I spoke to my ex on my birthday. We had a good combo.
Yeah, I'm not with that. See, in the perfect world, I'd have all my exes in one room. I wouldn't give a fuck. They might.
I'd give a fuck. I would.
That happened on my birthday. It was fine.
Oh, you did have
and
quite a few.
That's what made me think of it, because I have a birthday coming. And,
Yeah, it was no problem at all.
Yeah, but you had a party. You had a day party.
That's true.
Yeah, it's like
That's
a little different. It's
Yeah,
not
but-
intimate.
But I talked to all of them and spoke, and it was fine.
I've had a few instances where I'll go on Instagram and I see a few of my bays or current or old or whatever. They're all in the same situation in room taking pictures together. It's a little awkward, but
I don't think I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. I don't think I'm having a party. I probably won't make a big deal of it at all. Every year I just get on my knees and I thank God for me making it through another year and you know.
This is 35?
No, it's 29.
Okay. Yeah.
I normally just get on my knees and thank God. This year, even more so than others, because, you know, Sean Price was 43, which is very young. Chinks was 31, which is very young. Yams was in his 20s, very young. Stack in his 20s, very young. Like, people are Bobby Christina, 21. Very young. I think 21. Don't quote me on that, but she was somewhere.
22.
Yeah, 21 or 22.
She was somewhere in the area. So I mean, people are getting clipped out here. Life is not to be taken for granted. So you know, you should celebrate life however you see fit. For me, I'm just an introvert, and I don't know if I want to be around so many people that I don't regularly see.
That's what fucks me up, and the stress of planning a party also. Not even planning, but like having a gathering and then waiting for everyone to get there freaks me out.
Well, that's the other thing. Normally, the person that is throwing the party is the only one to not enjoy the party.
Exactly. It's so much fucking stress.
Yeah.
And it's like my birthday. I'm supposed to be completely rid of all this stress. So
Yeah, no.
That's how it always is.
So
Not so much on my birthday, just because it was a bunch of friends and family. But
I think I'll just hang out on deck, cook some burgers.
well, you have burger meat, so
I certainly
have a
have
good
enough
supply.
burger meat. And and anybody that wants to come pay me a visit, they can text me and they can do that. They can see me in the confines of my own home. With that being said, I think we're at our time. Joey, where we at?
About an hour on the dot.
we gotta do email.
Do we have wait, is there an album coming out?
Well, Migos, no, they already have their numbers.
yo, Migos got lost in that Future Drake Meek shit.
Yeah, they didn't do good at all.
What do you mean? Oh, their album came out?
It came
Yeah.
out. I didn't even know until I saw Instagram today.
They were number, I want to say 15, and they did like 19.
What was their single?
Exactly.
I got a theory about like those, like Migos. That's one of those groups
But
that
they're like single groups, you know?
they keep giving you hits. You just don't know how many people want to hear an album
Right.
from them.
Oh, of course.
I think.
Well, Future kind of changed that.
However, though.
I think he went against the grain there because a few years ago you could have told me, Future, I love his singles. I don't want your whole album.
Exactly. But
I mean, not
with,
that I'm listening to it now, but everyone else is.
But with Migos, they're independent, so that's actually a pretty good number. Although split
They're
between
independent.
Yeah, they're on 300. That's an
That ain't no
independent-
fucking independent.
That's
They sell it as one. Their distribution is
My
through
nigga, if
Atlantic.
you don't get the fuck out of here,
Look,
300 is independent? No. E1 is independent.
valid.
300 is not independent, and we will not spin it as an independent.
Well, I don't know much about it, but I was informed that they were independent.
You
so-
were informed incorrectly. I was just thinking that yesterday as I was listening to the 25th Fetty Wap song
Yo, he
on
just-
the radio.
Yeah. There's literally 4 in rotation right now at Hot 97. 4.
They're spending a lot of money at radio.
That's crazy.
With this kid.
Yeah. And they're all hits, though. I mean, people like it.
Well, it's going to be a hit
If
when
it's
you
force
spend that much
fed,
money.
yeah. But yeah, 4 in rotation.
I think Trap Queen, and let me again, I got to say this for the idiots. Fetty's from Jersey. None of this is hating. I'm having an objective music conversation. It's a shame that I have to say that. Trap Queen was a very organic hit.
Very. But then Flex got behind it and moved it on that end.
I don't know about that. That was a fucking national fucking smash. It became that anyway. 678, I think it's
679.
679. That's a really good song. They put some money into that one. My Way was a really good song as well, very catchy. Drake came and hit that over out the park. Recently, I just saw Fetty Wap on stage with Taylor Swift, which was an amazing look. We've seen him on Fallon. He's been getting look after look after look after look.
Yes, PRT.
I want to just make this perfectly clear. As happy as I am for him, these are not independent looks. These aren't looks that you get when you are on an independent. And for the people not in the know, Fetty is on 300, and they're doing a phenomenal job with him and his career. I support it. I personally would like to hear a full feature album from him.
Something.
I do not know why that is not taking place. It seems like he drops a record every week.
Seriously, on his SoundCloud, he just fills that shit up. Does not stop. I know he's like a machine. Like he loves pumping out music, but like at some point you kind of want to like.
But if you have all of this music,
right, do something, get some money.
Got 3 records in the top 15, 2 records in the top 5 on Billboard. Why are we not putting an album out? And it goes to one of the questions I've been asking myself lately: is music progressing to a place where the album is dying? And people are really just, French has got 1 million records that are played on radio and played in the club and 1 album.
Yeah, I worked on a project with Swizz Beatz a couple of years ago, and his whole mind frame was, don't want to do an album. I want to treat every single like it's an album, roll it out, do a video, do all this stuff, marketing plan.
That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, that's Khaled's biggest thing. He's never really sold albums. He sells crazy
Khaled
singles.
always comes with a great single.
Yes.
And I mean, Drake is Drake, so it's really not even fair to mention him. Drake's got a lot of records that have not been on any album that are in rotation.
Well, his albums have been significant.
What happened?
His albums have been significant. I think it's just Drake.
Well, Drake is Drake, so
Yeah,
he's
like
a bit different.
artists of that caliber, they're going to sell albums.
Cole is an album-to-album guy. You'll get a couple records in between. Kendrick's an album-to-album guy.
Yeah, but these are different.
You're naming top of the crop.
I know. I'm splitting hip-hop right now in, I hate the word turn up, but in a single artist and an actual artist. It's just what it is. I wouldn't say that the album is dying because the top sellers are artists that live and die off the album.
Listen, when you talk about Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, are we in agreement that those would be the top 3 people right now, excluding Kanye? Right?
Yeah.
That would be it.
Yeah, so my point is to your point, or your question rather, is hip-hop moving away from the album? I don't think you can say that because the top 3 artists have the album. If French Montana was the J. Cole of hip-hop, then you could maybe ask that question with more backstory.
There are 1 million artists. I'm not going to take the top 3 and say as
well, I'm going to take the forefront.
But I think that's a separate thing. Like,
can you repeat the question again?
Some artists are guaranteed, but that's all they have is their body. They're not radio artists. They're not really single artists like that, Cole and Kendrick. So there's these other guys that are single artists, and it's kind of almost like 2 different worlds. Then it's like you could do singles, but we're not really looking for an album. We're looking for an album from you. Your singles, we don't really care about.
Kendrick dropped. All right, let's get into this now. Kendrick dropped an album, right? No, let's rewind. Kendrick put out a single. It was I. They really, really worked it.
They did.
Yeah,
I don't think that radio picked up on it the way TDE had expected, right?
If a white artist made that record, it would have been #1 in the
then the album dropped.
Entire world. That's such a good record.
The album dropped, and radio picked the song that they wanted to play from the album because you had this rollout with, Kendrick is of that magnitude where you can just drop an album. Cole, I continue to hear Wet Dreams
is
constantly.
in rotation.
And he shot a video for it, if you want to call that a video. I don't want to call it a video.
It was a video, though.
Even though I do love dogs. I love dogs.
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah. If me losing my virginity would be a SVU episode, not dogs.
And it ended with an awkward shot of his feet.
But J. Cole dropped with really no rollout. Like, we're talking about people that are dropping with no rollout because they can. I'm speaking for the majority. The people that need a rollout, the people that need a single, the people that... And when I say transitioning, I don't mean immediate. I don't mean, is this what the next phase of hip-hop will be in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? But with streaming developing the way that it is, and I say developing, fuck developing, streaming is taking over. I think streaming in combination with singles just going and being treated like an album. I don't know I don't know how long the album will be around.
It's tricky.
I don't think the album's going anywhere for the top artists. But you have the internet now, where 1,000 artists can come out every single day. Before, there wasn't that outlet. So only the top caliber could be heard. Now, anyone down the block can be heard.
Okay, do you think Migos is in a rush to put another album out?
They actually just made headlines today that they're already finishing up their follow-up.
But we don't care about we don't care about that. Do we think that they're in a rush actually, let me not say them. Do we think the label is in a rush to put another Migos album out? No. However, do we think the label would be in a rush to push another Migos single?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Even Future, we spoke about on this podcast, where L.A. Reid was ready to put out a single. Mm-hmm. And he was the one that had to put his foot down and say, no, they're ready for an album. And he was absolutely correct. Yep. Speaking of Future, I can play March Madness for 3 hours straight, by the way. I just want to put that on the record. I know I said that last week, but I thought that feeling may have passed. It hasn't passed. I can still play March Madness for about 4 hours straight.
It's a good record.
And not mind it at all. And I can't even tell you everything he's saying on it. I just know that at some point, there's 200 miles on the dash. I love that song. Anyway, we have emails.
Yeah, we do.
There's somebody named Marquise that was like OD. Hopefully that you read it. So I just want to put that out.
Yo, we get a lot of fucking emails now, so it's tough to.
Oh, really?
Like,
it's lit like that?
Shitload.
Rory,
of emails.
read the fucking emails ahead of time before we broadcast. How about that?
Okay. I'm busy, by the way. This isn't the only thing I do.
He's too busy to read because reading takes a lot of time for this guy.
No, to go through all these emails takes a while. It's a lot of fucking emails, and there's a lot of bullshit in there too.
So we do need an intern.
Yeah. Maybe we found out. Yeah, we found that.
We actually could. Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, come on, let's get to it because it's going to take Rory a while.
Do we get like music randomly sent too?
A few times, not as much, because I always put "don't send music" or you'll be reported as spam. All right, not gonna say his name. He's having a Joe Budden moment is the subject.
I'm offended already.
I know. That's why I wanted to read this one.
Dick.
What's up, guys? Big fan, not like it matters. Anyways, I was dating this girl.
Hey, wait a minute. It does matter. I love my fans.
I know. I agree, too. We do appreciate you guys. Anyways, I was dating this girl for over a year. We broke up for about 6 months. In that time, of course, I had my fair share of women.
Real nigga.
Is this a Joe Budden moment? Anyways. Now me and her have been talking, trying to work things out. Then I find out someone I was, air quotes, close friends with used my sexual adventures against me to my ex, and they ended up having sex. Long story short, a tap jaw would be an understatement for his punishment. I'm stuck in an awkward place. I love the girl, but I don't know if I can look past this. Any advice?
Wait, the girl fucked the guy?
So his close friend dirty macked
and then fucked the girl? Oh, no, fuck them both. Dead them both.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Nah, dead them both. 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 Dead them both.
Peace.
I don't get niggas with the dirty mac shit, even though that is something that's taking place out here. I get pussy on my own merit, never by using someone else's name.
And women out there, you should be wary of a man that's using another man's name to get pussy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
you should realize that you're dealing with a sucker.
And you shouldn't want to give a fuck boy some pussy. Never let the fuck boy
Yeah, take it from Marisa.
Yeah. I'm giving way too many fuck boys some pussy, so don't do that.
All right, let's try that.
What do you think Marissa's sex talk is like?
It's pretty great.
Yeah, I bet. It might be great only because you're white.
No, I mean, it's lit.
White girls probably there's some real skanky
It's disgusting.
shit. Yeah.
I say some wild shit.
Spit on my fucking face, daddy.
I do say that.
Oh my
I do
God,
say
I
that.
love snigger dick.
Okay, don't say that. But I'm trying to, spit in my mouth.
All right, Marissa, come on. I don't want to imagine that, even though I brought up the conversation.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's go, Rory.
This one kind of backs off what we were just talking about with having certain people in your life. Getting rid of evil people is the subject. Sup, fam, this is Juno. That's not his real name.
Hey, Juno.
He's from Oakland, California.
Oakland, 510.
All right,
the town.
Marissa, relax, my nigga.
That's the town? I thought Cleveland was the town.
No, that's the land.
She changes towns every fucking week.
They call Oakland the town. That is a thing.
All right,
and Cleveland is the land.
We got it, bro. Thanks. Anyway.
All right, he's from Oakland.
The town.
I wanted to say it again, but I resisted.
But just wanted to know how you guys go about getting evil people out of your life.
This is a valid question.
Nah,
go on, Juno.
Because I'm trying to not always do relationship shit.
Yeah.
You don't watch Criminal Minds? Kill them, bury the body, throw it away,
and keep
burn
going on your
everything.
business.
Make sure you don't nut anywhere, because semen's how you get caught.
Wear gloves.
All right. So what if it's the closest people, like your family, friends, etc., that you want in your life, but really have no purpose because the only thing they bring is negativity to you? Or they're just naturally miserable person that is using you for their scapegoat. The easy answer is to not have them in your life. But we all know just by living life, nothing is easy as it is said. Thanks, fam. Wish you guys the best.
I'm the
That is a
wrong
very
person
important
to
thing.
That's an interesting topic. I thought this was a good email.
I'm like great at detachment.
I mean, yeah, I recently went through that too with a friend, and we kind of just completely just stopped communication. But I'm not really an advocate. Like, we didn't have a whole conversation about it. Like, I didn't come up to them like, yo, you suck. I don't want you in my life anymore. I just kind of slowly faded out and did it that way.
I have no problem never speaking to anybody again. You know, even so much so that I've never used the block feature on the iPhone. I've never had to block anyone's number. Like, I'm just real good at not speaking to people that I don't need to speak to once I'm convinced that you're of that ilk.
Well, I'm going through something similar with a friend of 5 to 7 years now. And this is the first time in my life that I've gone through this with a male friendship. Usually it's women that I'm trying to dismiss or they're trying to dismiss me. It's kind of weird. I've kind of seen that he is literally not all there. So
Rory
that was the same thing, and it was
wait, time out. You hear Rory just make himself sound like the man real quick? Like,
well, he did say that they tried to diss me.
That was a real humble brag.
How was it humble brag?
I only go through this with women that I'm dismissing or that have dismissed me. Yeah, whatever.
How was that cocky?
It was a humble brag. Brag.
But no, I totally feel, because that's what it was, a girl that we cut off.
And I'm just seeing that this person is literally not all there anymore.
Is it me?
No.
Oh.
You've never been there.
Okay.
So yeah, I reached out to a mutual friend. I said, I know if I say this to him, he's going to take it maliciously. I said, I'll pay for his first 5 sessions of therapy if he goes. I just don't want to deal with him anymore. I've had enough. I need him out of my life. I
need a friend to pay for my fucking therapy session.
Same. I don't think my insurance covers that.
I don't know if that'll help you out. Juno, that's not really your name. That's how I'm trying to deal with it.
Well, Juno,
when's the first time I've done it?
It's tough, and it's like once you realize you kind of outgrew somebody, especially with someone like you've grown up with since childhood, and it's like you realize you guys are on 2 very separate paths, and you're not agreeing with their decisions, and it's just like, what do you do? Because you do love that person, but it's like, I don't love who you've become. Like, we're not the same person anymore. It's tough.
Look at you two being serious on the podcast.
No, it was something that we went through.
That's what this segment's for. All right, Dick.
All right, enough of this shit. All right, that's great. Are you guys done with your fucking sentimental moment?
It's fucking lit, bruh. It's lit.
Hey, Joey, maybe we should put some fucking, you know, on Full House, when they got to the end of the episode, they always had the fucking cute, sad music come on.
Oh my God, let's put that music on.
We should definitely put that music on during the
podcast.
About to
have the Will Smith drop. Why ain't want me no more?
Yeah, we definitely need all that. All right, so no album this weekend?
No, but I think I bust y'all ass in that Compton Dre one. If these numbers come back.
There?
I had the highest number.
He had the highest, so he won. I'm never going to win.
And fuck everyone on Twitter who said I was crazy for saying that.
I'm never going to win with streams being included because I'm just real bad at gauging that. There's no way for me to know, but I will try to get better. That's that. I don't think we're forgetting anything. This was a real fun-filled podcast.
It was. Good conversation.
We spoke about a lot.
Shout out to Parks on the couch asleep.
Parks on the couch.
Yep, me and Parks are going to the studio so I can record All Love Lost out.
Wait, are you still recording for that, or now it's just other shit?
No, I'm recording for that.
You don't have to turn it in yet?
I have to turn it in a week and a half.
Okay.
I record until I can't record.
And the mastering starts at that point?
Yeah, I felt like something was missing, so I'm going to work until I just can't do it anymore.
We played...
Is a Mighty Monroe feature missing?
Absolutely.
No.
I texted Joe the other day. I'm like, they're playing Broke on Hot. And he was like, yay. That was his answer.
I've heard Broke played on Hot. I've heard Broke about 7 times played on Hot, right?
Yeah.
And my problem is, not to be such a pessimist, but they're playing it in mixed show.
They are playing it in mixed
show. I appreciate the support. It's just not a mixed show record. Like, they play Trap Queen, then they play Broke, then they play I Love Bad Bitches.
Yeah.
If
it's any consolation, we played it in our mix meeting. Well, that doesn't actually help. We played it in our mix meeting. Every week we have a meeting with the DJs and we vote on records, see if they're going to be, brought in. And everybody was like fucking like really excited about Broke. Like, all the DJs were like, yo, this is going to be a fucking hit. Everybody was really excited.
I think it's going to be a slow roller.
Oh yeah, that's what me and Corey talked about from the beginning. We thought it was going to be slow.
It's going to be a slow roller, but
it's one of those records that could live off of a Hot 97 too.
Yeah, and I mean, my favorite thing.
Why can't you just be white? Oh, it'd be so much easier.
I know.
Yeah, that would be great. Then I'd be M.
Yeah, they just said they're like, this is reminiscent of an Eminem record. I'm like, yeah, we said that.
My favorite thing about the single, not to fucking spend this entire end of the podcast talking about this single.
We should talk about your music on the podcast.
But my favorite,
guess what? You're a rapper. I don't know if you know that.
No, I don't want to do that. My favorite thing about this single is it is so it so well represents the album. Like if you just had, you try to pick a single that fucking gives some leeway to what your album will be about.
Like a window.
If the title didn't do that, All Love Lost. But this single is perfect. It perfectly describes some of the things we will get into on the album. And with that said, today maybe I'll go do a real mushy album, intricate fucking Instagram post or something.
I'm available for a feature if you want.
Nah, I think I got it under control. Not too many features on my album. Not too many features on my album. And a lot of rapping. So much so that I think I may have to cut some songs because I think an album can only be 70 minutes.
Yeah, now they're
like on
they're
CD.
shortening it now. Like it keeps getting shorter.
Maybe digitally more, but there's a line of rapping. If Parks was in here, I can't think it ain't that many 16-bar verses on that album.
Hell no.
I think that I get so taken for granted.
There's some harmonizing and singing on there. It's not just total fucking rappity rap.
Yeah, but what I mean is it's a lot of rapping.
It's a large body of music.
Like
each song is fucking 7 minutes.
It's a lot of 40,
I don't think there's a 4-minute song besides Broke.
Verses, fucking it's y'all are here.
Can you reveal one feature?
No, I'm not revealing any. Yeah, Royce is on there. Shout out to Royce.
Okay.
No one saw it. You got Royce? How'd you get Royce on there?
Oh, that is a shocker.
Well, while that seems like it would be apparent, there's no Slaughterhouse feature.
I know there's not. Well, the one record I suggested that should be on there, but I think they're using it for the Slaughterhouse album.
There's no Slaughterhouse feature, and there's a Royce feature. So, I mean...
Checking on the update.
I do like Royce's verse a lot on that.
I'm just checking in on the update. Any update for that diss record that ended up being about me? That you
we don't know yet.
Still don't know?
We don't know yet.
Just because you keep asking, I hope it's used.
I just hope
it's a great record, so I hope it's used.
I haven't heard it.
Because I don't have it. Parks maybe. Oh, no, Parks doesn't have it. All right, so that's it. We'll get out of here. We've rambled enough and taken up enough of your time.
This might be our longest one ever.
Late. No, it's not our longest one ever. I'll name this podcast later, episode 26 in the can. I hope everybody has a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. Please be safe. Bad week to die. So let's try to stay alive
classy,
out there.
San Diego.
Somber way to end.
I know.
Are you stealing somebody's outro? Stay classy, San Diego. Where have I heard that?
That's from fucking Anchorman, you dick.
Oh, yeah, that's where I've heard that. Yeah, I like that ending. Rory, you want to come end it the way Bill Burr ends his?
Yeah, they said that you stole another Bill Burr thing last week.
Everything, Rory. No, you do. You do.
I read it on Boxton.
You do. Even if you don't, you do. You're standing there looking shocked in the pool.
I don't
steal everything from Bill Burr.
I don't remember what it was, though.
You do. You even look like Bill Burr now. All right, we're getting out of here.
Bill Burr or Jace.
One.
Bye.